All right, we've got the Offensive Coordinator Ivin Jasper with us. Let me hit record. All right, we're ready to go with Offensive Coordinator Ivin Jasper. Wags, you want to lead us off?
Yes, I will, Strauss. Coach, you and Coach Niumatalolo spoke all last week about being more physical and about establishing the fullback dive. You were able to do both. Can you talk about that?
You're muted, Ivin. Ivin, you're muted.
It was a good day. Obviously, it was good to see our guys, us come out and play Navy football. It was an important game for us, important game for our program. But also, it was good to get off to a great start. Take the first drive down, eat up some clock, go down there and put it in the end zone. So it was a good start to the game. And then from there, just continued. The guys played physical. We took care of the football. Great decisions all around. It was a solid night for us, and hopefully we can build on that and keep this momentum going.
Ivan, anything in particular that the offensive line did differently or better than what they had been doing to date? I mean, they just seemed to really come off the ball. They established a new line of scrimmage downfield and, really created openings. The fullback was getting 4 and 5 yards a pop, which is exactly what you're looking for.
It was just a gut check, got embarrassed. Our pride hurt, got hit in the mouth, and we had to answer. It's like anything else, when you get embarrassed and get your butt kicked, man, you always want another chance at going out there and making up for it, rectifying things. So that's mainly what it was. It was more of a challenge. So our guys up front, Coach Nehemiah, got after those guys in the team meeting about, just being a physical football team, being a physical O-line. That's where it all starts at. So they took it personally, and they came out and showed up.
And how do you make sure this, continues to progress in the right way? Because you all have been somewhat inconsistent, and you got to put 2 games together now.
Exactly. Just got to continue to coach. Stress the fundamentals, stress the issues, but also just stressing going out and playing Navy football. Yes, it's been inconsistent for the year. But we finally came out and play the game like we normally do, eat up the clock, be very, very physical, and also score points when you do that. It's always important to score points when you eat the clock up. So we did that as well. So just a matter of continuing this play. When you get a taste of it, you want to keep doing it again. So got a big challenge this weekend against a good ECU football team. We're going to continue to stress the issues and continue to, take our baseball bat mentality and get after these guys, and they'll respond.
Last for me for now, Coach Niumatalolo reached quite a impressive career milestone, 100 career victories, and we spoke to him, and he's obviously said yesterday that this is a program thing, and so many players and coaches and support personnel involved. But you, being a longtime friend of his, known him so long, how happy, proud are you for Coach Niumatalolo to reach? That's really a major milestone. 100 wins for any head coach is pretty darn good.
When you work for a person that's been so good to you, your family, on and off the football field, and again, we're good friends. So you can't be happy for a person. He deserves everything that comes his way. I know he's very modest and doesn't want to accept anything, pushes everything off to the players and to the staff. But, the reason this program is doing as well as it does because he builds it that way. It's all about treating people the right way, treating players the right way, treating coaches the right way. Again, giving us balance in our lives. We're able to go home and see our families and sleep in our own beds, and come in refreshed, So his blueprint for his program, he's followed for as long as he's been a head coach, and it's paid off for all of us, just again, for us to be again, I'm gonna keep saying it, husbands and wives, because that's what he always tells us. I'm just truly happy for him, and I hope we can get 200 more, and that's always the goal, to keep winning football games. It's a great accomplishment. Truly happy for him, as a coach to coach and as friend to friend. So I just want to continue to do the best job I can to keep, putting out a great product on the football field so we can continue to win games.
Phil Bergman.
Hey, Coach, I don't know if you know the answer to this specifically, but at ECU Stadium, 500 yards averaging for offense, 66 points a game. What clicks for you guys down in that stadium?
Not really. I'm not. Didn't want to get into any of that this week. Tried not to even mention that to our guys. Yes, we played well going down there, But I don't know, man. It's just we've just played well. I don't know if there's anything about the about the field or anything, man. But definitely we want to continue that trend. Don't get me wrong. But we just tried to not say much about it this week to our guys. Just need to go out and have tunnel vision, focus on our assignments, focus on our game plan. And again, just like when we asked, we got to keep this thing going, man. We can't keep going up and down, and we got to stay consistent, and obviously keep raising the bar and keep playing well. So, yes, it's been really good going down there to play, and hopefully the trend continues.
And then Nelson Smith, what really impressed you about him on Saturday?
Well, I mean, again, I'm gonna go back to just the way he's handled things. He was the starter, last year, and then Jamel came out of nowhere, and I won't say Nelson was an afterthought, but Jamel got all the praise, and rightfully so. The kid played great last year, but Nelson never complained or anything like that. So I think for me, for more than what he did on the football field Saturday, I'm just more impressed with the way he's handled it all the entire time. He didn't get his head down. He kept working. He even supports Jamel when he's in there. I mean, Nelson was the biggest fans, So, but again, happy for him. This was his kind of football game, and he ran that way. He was a very, very physical kid. Again, he's probably the fastest kid out of his stance that I've ever seen in this offense. I've ever seen. And we've had a lot of good football players, but this kid gets out of his stance into the line of scrimmage as fast as I've ever seen. So he played that way. And again, for him, just hope that we can continue this 1-2 punch with those guys. Their reps were about the same, so I think we got a good formula with those two, and we'll continue to push this thing forward.
Thank you.
All right, my man.
Gary Lambrick, I know you have a question. You're on mute, Gary. I'll go ahead and go to Dave Richmond, and I'll come back to Gary. Go ahead, Dave.
Coach, this is Dave Richmond from the Sports Objective. We cover East Carolina. I wanted to ask you, as far as the East Carolina defensive line, there's a lot of there's talent there, but a lot of inexperience, a lot of new players this year. Just want to get your thoughts on them.
Well, it for us, it doesn't really matter, what's on the other side of the ball as far as, experience. We got to take care of who we take care of. Again, some players can be young, but they can be really good football players. So we don't know what to expect going down there. Yes, they did lost a lot of guys off of last year's defense, but the biggest thing for us is just to focus on Navy, on our offense, being assignment sound, and playing good football. So again, we played well when we going down there. We want to continue that trend, and again, whatever lines up across from us, we're gonna be who we are, play physical, and get after it.
Anything else, Dave?
Thanks, Coach.
All right, Gary Lambrick.
All right, let's try that again, Ivan. Sorry. Doing this piece on CJ Williams, and I just want to ask you, for starters, when you just consider all the obvious ways, the big play ways he contributes, and the way he blocks, and everything about his personal makeup and what he brings to your table every day, could you sum up just what that young man means to this program?
Well, he's a silent assassin, man. I mean, the kid doesn't say much of anything. I say he's one of the coolest guys on the football team. This guy's just, I think I call Miles. I think he's butter and CJ is margarine. They just two really smooth guys. But again, really good football player. A really good football player. Again, very unassuming. Not this real big guy. Not a blazing fast guy. But the kid just makes plays. And the big thing about CJ is he's consistent. I'm thinking the kid's ever had a bad game. He made one of the best things last year for him was in the Army game. Malcolm's first touchdown run. No one is, I don't think any A-back could have did what he did when he lined up and they fired a corner. And he just really just turned out and just leaned into the guy and the guy tripped over him. But that's what he does. He's a very savvy football player, very smart. And he's just been rock solid for us, man. Rock solid for us. Has always showed up. Has always been consistent. Plays very, very well. Makes big plays as always. And I'm just happy he's on our side, and again, senior year for this kid. Great family, great football player. And I hope we can finish this thing up strong for him and all the rest of the guys.
When you look at the recruiting of this kid, I mean, he had some Ivy choices. He had some other offers, light offers, maybe almost offers D1. And I know there's a lot of 5'8" guys that are fast out there, but playing against that kind of 6A competition in Texas and doing the things he did on tape, how does a kid like that not even get recruited by the other service academies? I'm not telling you tee it up and blast Army, but I just can't believe you didn't fight for him with them, you know?
Yeah, I'm not worried about those other two guys. I'm just happy playing for us, you know.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what their philosophies are, you know, but we just try to find kids that fit our system. And again, yes, would you want him to be, you know, a super fast kid? Now, if he was a super fast kid, he might would have got those Power 5. He can go play slot for anybody, just like Malcolm could have. Malcolm could have been a great slot at any Power 5 school, you know. So, but we just try to find the kids that fit our system, fit our makeup. But most importantly, again, see what kind of people they are. You know, it's always great to see him on paper. Yes, he can make plays, good player and all that. But now when you go meet the kid, want to see what kind of person they are, you know, again, around his family, how he treat his mom and stuff like that. All that stuff comes into play before we allow the kid to come into our program, because Coach Nehemiah wants to bring in good people, and he fits everything about who we are. And I'm happy the other two guys didn't look at him, you know, so I'm happy he's here.
Well, you know, and given his obvious ability, and it's eerie how he might get 2 or 3 touches a game, and the yards per touch in his career are remarkable. In this, playing against that league, and you know, every year the Army game, the Notre Dame game, and he finds ways to get open, to find space, and there's something special in that.
Yeah. Again, I say he's a savvy football player, and I noticed this one time last year. We went to visit with the Patriots. I hope I say it's the right way. Now, outside of Gronkowski and all those guys, you know, some of their skill players, you know, they weren't this. You know, you think they say guy that's all muscled up, and they were just like regular looking guys, but they're just great athletes, man, and great players. You know, you think you want to see a guy that, you know, all muscled up and chiseled out and all that, but some of the guys were just regular guys. But when they get on the football field, they were just good football players. That's kind of how CJ is, you know. Again, not a big kid, you know, and again, not intimidating, nothing like that. But when the ball comes this way, he finds a way to make a play. When the ball's in his hand, he finds a way to make a play. When the ball's not in his hands, he finds a way to make a play for somebody else to make a play. So, complete football player, my man. And again, I'm just happy he's wearing navy blue and gold.
Thank you, Ivan.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Gary. Wags, any follow-ups?
Well, going back to something Phil mentioned about your success against East Carolina as a whole, in particular down there, obviously they have struggled against the triple option. I don't know that you can count on that this year. With this staff is much more knowledgeable of the option. The D coordinator, the head coach,
Yes.
even the D-line coach, their head coach is saying the D-line coach has a lot of experience in option football. Can you discuss that and the fact that you're probably going to be seeing a little bit different approach?
Yeah, I mean, it's when you go into a game, you're going to have your plan. Then when a game starts, you got to start formulating different things. Like last week, we had a plan. We come out on the very first play, and it is nothing what we had worked on. Maybe 2 snaps of what we saw we did last week. You know, so the game plan, we had to just basically rip it up and then go make adjustments. So going to this game, we're going to see it any different. Would they play the same way they did last year? Who knows? We just got to take care of who we are, be assignment sound, just make sure our kids know where to go so we can execute. Again, yes, they have experience playing this offense. Yeah, and we can't expect going down there and scoring a lot of points like we've done before. But we have to go down there. We have to play maybe football. We got to take care of football. We got to score points. We got to find to have 1 point at the end of the game, have 1 more point than they do, you know. So we'll find out.
All right. Anyone else? All right. Thanks, Ivan.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.